Good evening, and welcome to the November's edition of the Valour'S Cafe, where men discuss real truth over a cup of tea. The Valour'S Cafe is the production of the men's wing of the New Life Assembly, Turkey, where we talk about things that will help men navigate their daily lives, which include family, relationship, finances, spirituality, social, and cultural values. And today's topic is stress, anxiety, and anger management. As we approach the end of the year, there are many reasons why we should talk about the challenges men face in their daily lives. Oh, 1 December is here, as they all say, as the old saying goes. And it looks like everyone is angry. There's so many things, so many people are overwhelmed with so many issues. What is stress? What is anxiety? What are the effects on lives and relationships? How do we manage anger? How do we manage stress? These and many more are the things we'll be looking at tonight. And discussing this wonderful topic with me is my brother, Mr. Moses Ibe. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
And my big bros, Mazi, Mr. Victor Dike. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'll start with you again. Thank you very much. And how are you enjoying the end of the year?
Thank God.
Or December. All right. We're discussing anger management, anxiety, and stress. What do you think are the causes of anxiety and stress today?
Thank you so much, sir. Like you just said during your introduction, you said something that this is the month of Ember month.
Yes, Ember month,
right?
on 1 December.
On 1 December, like my people would say.
Yes.
On 1 December. And when you are getting ready for Christmas celebrations and Christmas season, it has this excitement that follows it, that alongside the anxiety too comes in. But most times people don't really know that anxiety follows that same excitement.
Excitement, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So the fear of getting prepared for that season is actually fear.
Fear
Is a major thing, right? That causes anxiety. When you are already scared of a particular thing, how do you sort out this issue? Like we in abroad, in Istanbul, we that are here, for instance.
Istanbul is abroad now, sir.
So we that are here, for
Yes,
instance, like as a family man, right? You're thinking of traveling back home and all of that, and when you're thinking about that, you are thinking about moving with your family and not just thinking about yourself. So flight ticket to Nigeria from here, some airlines are selling for 2.5, some 2 million, and all of that.
Yes.
Wow.
You are a family of maybe 4 or 5. You can imagine the cost already just for you to go back home, spend 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks or at max 1 month. You are spending almost 4 million. So the fear of those things, the worry,
the expectation.
You understand?
What we're saying is expectation breeds this anxiety.
Of course.
And the fear of not meeting that expectation. And expectation comes comes within and without.
of course.
The one people, the relatives, family members, friends are bringing in. It's end of the year. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. It's end of the year. You're supposed to, and there's a target you set for yourself. Now your expectation is to meet this target at the end of the year. Now it's almost there, and there's this fear. Will I meet it? Will I get there? How will I do that? Now anxiety is there. Stress is there. Sir, Mr. Victor, how do we manage this expectation? Is it good we throw the expectation away, or there's a way we can manage it so that we won't get to this level that you are scared about how to meet the expectation, how to end the year, because this is the time of love, this is the season of celebration. Should I use fish to celebrate, or I should use cow to celebrate? Yes, that is the expectation. Now, I want to use goat. Should I use goat, or I should use snail? Now, how do we manage this expectation?
Okay, I want to say, firstly, if you want to manage things and situations like this, you have to, firstly, you have to look into your budget. You have to make plans towards whatever you're going to do. Like you said, this is on 1 December. It's already coming, the year is already coming to an end. And we have so much expectation. Like my brother just said, we will definitely have to, maybe those that have their family back home, you living abroad, you want to go see your family, your wife is there, you have to provide for them, get the children some shoes and some things. Then also before you start looking for things for yourself and all that. So those things already will bring fear into your mind. If you are not strong enough, you have to be strong enough to face such fear. Like I say, it's something you must manage. Like in our sale, they say, cut your coat according to your size. So you won't do more than what you cannot do. So when you don't have it, you now start having that anxiety. Oh, how can I meet up? You're already bringing anxiety to yourself. You're already giving yourself unnecessary pressure. But the only way you want to work on those things, you have to cut to your limit. Whatever you can do, you do it. The ones you can't do, my brother, you have to, sit calm and,
Even to add to that.
Yeah.
Why would you even do to impress somebody?
Good question. Good. You see?
You don't need to do to impress anybody.
Some people say December is like
you made a point, my brother.
It's like end of term where you bring your results and come and show.
Yes.
So these are the things that make people get depression, get into depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
Because last year I killed chicken.
Yeah.
This year I should upgrade to good. Yes, this is what we pray for, but you don't have to kill yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have the money.
You don't have it. You don't have it. That's one thing about this life. I discovered there's one thing that let me take a clue from the Bible.
Okay.
When Christ was in the boat with his disciples, and the Bible says there was a strong wind. That water was even entering the boat. What level of faith that Christ had, or level of it will not kill me that he had, that even the Bible says water was entering into the boat, but he was sleeping. Yeah. Then Peter said, Master,
how can you be sleeping?
You want die? You want me to die?
This man, they all right.
This man, now he had. Was it his faith in his father that he will not die? That this thing cannot kill me. There's a song that says, "How can a sheep, the creator of the sea is in? How can water kill his creator?
It's not possible.
So I think to cancel the fear, you need to have faith. Now the planning. Do we put away planning? Yeah, we are saying people should not do according. Don't beat yourself what you cannot do. Planning. Where is the place of planning in avoiding, in tackling expectation? Mr. Victor, as a businessman, you at the beginning of the year you set your expectation for your business. Now, what do you do to make sure you don't get to a place where fear of not meeting that expectation comes in?
One thing is this. Planning is a soul of every business, right? Planning in the sense that, like, for instance, let me take away my business, for instance. I'm like a worker. I'm like somebody working, right? And when I go to work every day by day, at the end of the month, I receive my payments, I receive my salary, right? So I should be able to plan according to my earnings. And I don't, as a person, I don't overdo. Like every bill that comes to my table, I must chest it. Every bill that comes to my table, I must chest it. No. Even if I have it in excess.
What of people? It now leads to where they say you are stingy.
No, let them say. Everybody have their mouth to talk, right? Because tomorrow, when I don't get, now then go still talk say you don't get. I don't get. Do you understand? So I need to manage the little one I have so that it doesn't go dry. Because if it eventually goes dry, bro, I know how it all started. You understand? You go call, you will make call, try to even collect 1K from that particular person you've been giving to before, none of them will even remember that there was a time you were giving to them. So why won't I manage myself? Why won't I arrange myself like my people will say, arrange yourself like a cloth and put yourself in a box.
A chill.
Do you understand? So when you arrange yourself, you already know that, this is the size of this box. So when you do this cloth like this, it's going to suit inside that box.
Yes.
So my earnings is maybe 5,000. I should be able to save some money. I should be able to invest some money.
Can you, if you're in this present situation, if your earning is 5,000, how can you save from it?
No. I just give an instance.
Okay,
right?
instance.
Yes,
Okay.
I just.
I'm not. Let's talk about.
Of course.
A possible instance.
Of course.
Okay.
It's still possible for someone to save
From 5,000.
After all, no be people they do chabu chabu. People are still doing chabu chabu here. And do you know the funniest thing? I've seen somebody earning like 8,000, 9,000 Turkish lira in the current day economy, right? It's 8 to 10,000 Turkish lira. Back home, maybe about 300,000-400,000, right? You still go back home, go and check your fact. Those people are still building.
With house rent of
with the same thing they are earning
10,000.
here.
Yes.
They don't have any other thing. They are building back home.
They are in Turkey here.
I'm telling with what they are earning, with that 10,000, go and check. I have facts like this.
House rent, taxi.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
No,
It's all boils down to how you want to live your life. Do you really want to live a life of worry, like what we are talking about? Do you really want to live a life of worry? Do you really want to live a life of happiness?
So it's what we're saying now. It's a conscious effort. You
course, you have to be conscious of your
You have
spending.
to understand that this anxiety is coming to you.
Of course
If I miss this point, there is no way I will escape this anxiety. Now, before I go to how you feel when you're stressed, before I go to how do you know you're stressed, how do you know your anxiety, I think another issue about this anxiety and stress is I'm trying to get a good word to put it, aiming at let me say misplaced priority.
Okay.
Let me say misplaced priority. An average African, if he has $20,000, let me just use that word, $20,000. An average African, we want to use $10,000 to buy a car.
Everybody.
Immediately. Averagely. I'm saying the fact.
The average,
that is why
the average don't show again.
See, that is why we have so many poor people in Africa, because our target is not how to be.
Not to show off.
It's not how to be independent. Our target is not how to be free. Our target is to show off. Our target is to me don't buy this car. I've not seen that's the truth. I've not seen people agree. There's no joint businesses among this present generation anymore. You go to a joint business with somebody, he escaped with him. I don't know what, but our misplaced priority has made us to now look at life like it's difficult. From like what you said earlier, someone is saving from 9,000 Turkish lira and building. Some people's house rent is 15,000 per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now, it is not that the money is not coming, no, but the way we want to use that. Sometimes some people will use money and money will like.
Let me tell you.
What is this?
Sorry, I'm not cutting the words
Okay.
from your mouth. People have this mentality of let's endure today and enjoy tomorrow, and not let's enjoy today and endure tomorrow. Do you understand? Do you really understand what I?
But you know, life is still short now.
Even at that. No.
You know,
all of us.
You know, it's still
If life is still short, why is Dangote still making?
No. But you know, it's still the Bible that God can say, okay, tonight is your night. So some people still say, I save today, tomorrow, next of kin. And you know, next of kin don't know how to use the money. Oh, well, my brother, next of kin a pipe that they use to the soccer.
That thing is really, really misleading a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That saying alone, you see one who goes to work and make 10,000, he wants to eat 8,000 out of 10,000. How much do you think you will be able to spend? And more especially when you are an employee of a particular company, most people, like most bankers I know, most of them, for instance, live above their means. They live, in fact, they spend their salary before the salary drops into the account. So as the salary is coming, you are using that salary to cushion whatever thing you have
I worked
borrowed.
in the bank, so I know what you're talking about.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So those things makes them to be anxious, like want to do things in excess. Like you want to live the life you are not supposed to live.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Victor. He's a businessman, so he understands this part, most of the part. We're going to have a time we're going to discuss money. How to start up with 5,000. Because I really want to start up with 5,000. I know what I'm talking about. All right, Mr. Moses, how do you know at what point do you get to and you know that you are stressed? How does it show on you? Like at this point, right now I am stressed and I don't want to get it. I don't want it to be more than this level because it's going to get, when it's much, it can break you down, you can be sick, you can lead to depression and anger. That's where anger comes in.
Yeah.
So at what point do you know that I need to calm down? I think I'm being stressed up right now.
I want to say, you see, one thing about this anxiety of a thing we're talking about right now, my brother. The truth is that there's no way we are going to escape it as humans. We are not going to escape it because
we
are not going to escape it.
There's no way that we are not going
Mostly,
we should be able to manage it.
We'll come to that. We're coming down there now. Now, when you are anxious over things, you are expecting some things to happen to you as a family person, and you are not able to get such things, and you are overexcited. Before you know, you will start having anger in you.
Exactly.
You understand? When you start having anger, you won't even know what you're doing next. So it will start resulting to bringing stress to you. You are going to be overthinking. A lot of things will be running through your mind. And before you definitely know it, you definitely may be going off track, because anger will make you definitely go off track. If you are not able to be strong within yourself, to be able to manage your anger, it will result to maybe different, things coming up, before you now then know. People cannot see it obviously in you that you are running through stress. You're having, it's going to tell on you. Yeah, it's going to tell on you. That's true.
Let me support your view, right? Like someone like me now, of late, I have this stress coming from my businesses. Of late. And when I go back home, being that I stay alone and all of that, when most times when you are angry outside because you are seeing people, it will not really tell on you that you're really angry. But if you are alone at home, that is when you will know that truthfully, this guy is actually angered. It's actually, how would I put it, very angry, that could lead to depression. No matter what you do within your confines, within that period, you will still be angry. So, what I do is, thank God I'm having a cup of coffee, right? I will just book an Uber that will take me straight to Mamara Park. Do you understand? I will look for a lounge there. Maybe I'm not doing anything, just to sit down.
Yeah, try to calm your anger.
Hear people talk.
Yeah.
Take a coffee. Once I'm sipping this coffee, within the next 1 hour, I'm okay.
Okay.
And then I should be thinking about the solution about it.
You are already giving us the solution. How you?
Yes.
Yeah, and you.
Mike, what I was saying is, what point do you know that you are stressed?
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely.
What are the things you see?
Yeah.
These things are emotional
Yes.
activities
True.
in the body and the soul.
Okay.
The stress and the anxiety. The stress affects the body.
Yes, yes.
The anxiety comes from the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, at what point what do you feel? What are those symptoms? Let me make it like that. What are those
I'm not always
symptoms?
comfortable.
Yeah,
My environment will be so hot.
You see-
Like, you want to shout at every point, at any person.
That's for you.
That's for me.
Okay, sir, what's your own?
yeah, because like what he's saying,
Me, I don't sleep.
we have is a different is a
Yeah.
different
I
opinion
won't
to
go to
everybody.
sleep.
Is
I
a
want
different
to
opinion,
sleep. I
yeah.
want to stay in a quiet place where only I want to think and hear it. You can imagine what it means. Like even the light, my light will be. I won't like the light.
You want to be the
Obviously when you start feeling things like that, that means you are not more comfortable within yourself.
With yourself.
Because yourself will tell you. From yourself you will know.
And that's
because
the point.
Yeah.
You need to
from yourself.
You need to talk to somebody. That's the point. You need to get yourself involved in different activities. If you like games, sports,
Yeah.
you can go into sport.
Yes.
Sometimes you want to hear loud music. Some people want to shout.
Some play music
Someone
to
shout,
relax themselves.
Someone to break things.
Yeah.
So you need to understand your body to that extent. When you are stressed, what do I do to come out of it? So I don't allow it to get to a point of no return. Thank you so much. I'm so enjoying this evening.
Thank you very much.
I think I want to go to the anger part, the anger management. The Bible says be angry but sin not.
Yeah.
So number one, anger is not a sin. Yes, anger is not a sin. That's the first thing.
Because the Bible permits it.
Yes, permits it. But inside that anger, there is sin in it. Oh.
Exactly. When you allow it to get to the next day.
Yes.
Because they say to be angry, but don't sin.
Yes.
Don't
So
even
that-
allow it.
so-
The Bible says don't even allow the sun to get over it. You understand? Don't allow it to get to the next day.
And if you start, you don't start.
You see this anger of a thing, they try. It's very good he brought up this anger of a thing, because if you watch the society today we are living,
Everybody's angry.
Everybody's angry,
Somebody
yes.
said in Africa,
everybody's angry. And even the anger has led to so many homes. Like we've heard today, you see wife kill husband, husband kill wife.
Yes,
Now anger.
Over a little thing.
Yes, over nothing. You see, so anger.
I
Okay.
have a definition of stress that it gets to a reaction, I think a reflection of stress and anxiety is anger. So
Yes.
when your mind and your body get to that point, like it brings you, it breeds this anger.
Elasticity.
Yes.
You can't stretch it anymore.
You can't stretch it. Brings this
It's
anger
gonna
and it
blow.
becomes deadly. Some people get angry to the point that they do something and they regret for the rest of their life. There's a murder case in Nigeria I read, I was following. It started with anger. How will you be angry with your spouse and you carry knife?
Yes, anger. Anger.
What led to that point in a relationship that both of you are angry and there is a weapon in between? Sir, if there's, please, brothers and sisters, my sisters especially, brothers too, because now husband kill wife, wife kill husband. If anybody is angry, there is no love to that extent. Christ's love, the love of Christ is okay for us. After all, there's no marriage in heaven. Yes, there's no marriage in heaven. In a relationship that there is, one person is angry and the other one is holding a knife or a weapon.
Why would the other person?
Even if belt, why will you hold belt?
Why would you even stay?
Why?
How can somebody carry it?
anger.
Well, how would somebody?
And someone died.
And I will be standing.
Anger.
And someone died.
Yes, anger. You see the strength of anger. Anger has strength. There's a level you get to when you're hungry. It will take you to those settings of maybe killing your spouse, killing your friend, because it has taken you to that level. But before you get to that level, you must have that anger management. It's not easy to have it, but you must have it, so that it will not take you to that level that you are not supposed to be.
Because
now,
you must get.
you must definitely get to that level if you're hungry.
Stress and anxiety is something that it will always remain with us.
Yes.
It will always remain with us, but you must be able to manage it. Anger must come, but you must be able to manage it. Now, how do we manage?
Let me tell you something about anger management. I read something where one pastor's wife was saying something that she learned how to talk to her husband whenever she's angry. Right? So instead of shouting, like you want to prove to your spouse that you are really angry, right? The man will want to say, what is it? You say, you don't want to talk at that point.
Yeah.
Where have I offended you? You just be, her response will be, At that point, the husband already knows that she's angry. So instead of him to react over it, he will just give her that space that she wants at that point. That's, for her, that's the way she can actually manage her own anger, right? But why would somebody be angry at the same time picking up a knife? You know, most of these things start little by little. Do you understand? It starts, anger doesn't just start to its fullest.
Yeah.
It's like an elastic
It's
band.
a gradual process.
The more you keep expanding, the more you keep stretching it, the more it gives you the shape you want, right? But most times people see that this kind of discussion could actually lead to breaking glasses and all of that. Why would you continue with such a discussion in the first place? Why don't you cut it off? Do you understand? Why don't you, even if the person, the third party, do you want to cut it off? Do you understand? You as a person, knowing your kind of person, you really want to manage this situation, take a break from that discussion. Totally.
Yeah.
Take a break from that discussion. By so doing, you have saved yourself headache, you have saved yourself maybe life-threatening kind of words, I don't know. Because like what you said, somebody picking up a knife, it could lead to death.
Of course.
So much argument could lead to one another fighting.
You see this anger of a thing now. You want to manage, let me add to what you're saying, sir. You want to manage your anger. You already know you are angry. There are ways you bring down your anger. You can listen to music. There are music you listen to bring down your anger. There are words you listen to. There are things you do. There are extra things you go and do that will bring down your anger. The same thing, I want to tell you, there are things you listen to that will trigger your anger. Yeah. So that's why you must be very careful of what you listen to when you are angry.
When I'm angry,
it's going to be either positive to your life or negative. So that's where prayer comes in. You have to be strong in yourself.
You
have to
once
be.
I'm angry, I don't shout.
You know, so...
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, everyone gets angry. That is just it.
Yeah.
Everyone can get anxiety. Anyone can be stressed. Everyone feels anxious now and then. In fact, sometimes some anxiety are logical and some anger are appropriate responses. One that can lead to important changes. That's the truth. Sometimes some anger can lead to an important change.
Very true.
That is why the Bible still permits it.
To be.
Yes, because
you must be angry.
there are some things that when you have talked about, like, now let's bring in our madams at home into our almighty.
Our wives there,
yes,
almighty wives who will get.
Shout out to all the wives in the whole world. You guys are wonderful. You guys are awesome. You guys are the inspector general of our lives.
I'm telling you.
You guys are fantastic. But there's a point that you have to use that anger as a tool.
Yes.
To change something. So anger becomes a tool. So which is saying, it is not every anxiety, it is not every anger that is a result of anxiety and stress. Some anger are response to something which is logical, which brings in important changes. Now, I want to take a little step forward. Personally, sir, have you made that kind of change in your home? Mama, shout out to
yes.
Today she see me for road. His wife is my buddy. Are there situations that you see and you're like, what is this? that you devise change.
Yeah.
Have you experienced something like that?
Yes
or no?
Yes, my brother. I want to say, anger. This anger of a thing is a threat to we humans. It's a serious threat. Serious threat. So, like me, I've noticed when I start having issues or arguments with my wife, and it's already bringing out my anger. Everybody has an anger of a thing, so it's a threat. So when I start having that argument with my wife, so it's left for me. Sometimes if you are not being conscious of your anger, it will take you far.
But there are some responses
to your anger.
Yes, which becomes an important change.
Yes.
So is it right to get angry at that? Because it's going to bring about change. For example, maybe you don't like this cup to be kept here, and you have said it like 2 times, 3 times. I don't like it like this. The fourth time is, I'm coming, sir. The fourth time is, why is this thing always you shout and you get angry, and at the end of the day, my husband doesn't like this thing. But there's a positive change. But he had to get to that point that you were angry, but he brought out that change. So is it still wrong?
No, it's not wrong. Sometimes it matters the way you approach. There are things there are some kind of
some people that if you don't shout, that shout. You not do it now.
That's where I want to say you are not.
You still have to shout.
You always want to shout because you are not living alone. If it's something like you're living alone and you put your phone or your cup in this place.
No, you cannot.
You can't. So you must expect it because that's why you've already involved having somebody with you. So that anger of a thing will always be there.
Let me hear something.
Yeah.
Some company owners or some business owners, they don't take no as an answer. Especially when things are going wrong, they will tell you, what I want is a positive result.
Yes. I've worked with someone like that.
Do you understand?
Worked with someone like that.
So no matter,
she doesn't take no for an answer.
They actually know that something is wrong
at
that point.
Yes.
They don't want to hear no as an answer. Whatever thing you want to do,
you must get it right.
You must get it right.
If you like, don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. So those kind of things can actually get you angry. Though it's for another company, you are trying to get solution for another company, but at the same time you are earning from that same office. So you must put in your best to get things done. I have a case at hand currently I'm battling with. They gave me business, I did the business, but it has not really closed, the deal has not really closed. But the boss said, I don't want to hear your excuses. Do you understand?
Get it done,
as he's passing his own stress on me or to me, I'm passing it to the people I'm doing business with.
Of course.
Everybody at this point are on their toes. Everyone. Do you understand? And because of that anger, we are learning. When anger comes, we learn to be better.
Yeah.
You understand? When anger comes, at the cost of trying to manage that anger, you are trying to correct some things that you don't want to happen. You don't want it to happen again in the nearest future. Do you understand? So, as for families, when a husband shouts at wives, maybe, why did you do this? Why should you? Do you understand? At that point, that woman might see this man to be like a harsh person. But at some point, after the whole uprising, you have to come. You two will come down to the normal playing ground again and say, forget that thing that happened. But you know, know it's not. It wasn't supposed to be.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much. I expect that we are having a wonderful time here. I'm really getting to learn so many things. At the end of it all, always sit down to analyze what you did that day. Why were you angry? What was the result of your anger? If your anger did not yield any result, my brothers and sisters, you have to pray about it. You need to seriously pray. If your worry and your anxiety is not going to bring about positive things in your heart, you need to pray. Trust in God. Like the earlier story I made, about Christ and the disciples in the Bible. He was in the boat. There was a strong and mighty wind in the sea. The water was entering into the boat, but he was sleeping because he believed that his Father watches over him. We must always have that belief. We must always have that mentality that our Father is watching over us and he loves us so much. He is concerned about your heart desire. He's concerned about your worries. The Bible says, I wish above all things that thou will prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Brothers and sisters, say no to worry. Don't give yourself to anxiety. Believe in God. Read his word. Pray properly. Sometimes you have to be angry, oh, that's the truth. Sometimes you have to show it. Sometimes you have to voice it. But at the end, let it be positive. Take time to review it. And God will help us mightily in Jesus' name.
Amen.
It's been a fantastic time. So before we go, brothers and sisters, I want our final word. I will start from you. We have been talking since. From you, Mr. Moses. What is your advice to people? 30 seconds, please, on how to manage anger.
I want to say thank you for this opportunity we have used in communicating within ourselves. For those of our viewers, you that are out there, it's a normal thing we must manage the way we respond to anger, okay? You must manage it because anger can lead to a lot of destructions. And when you're stressed too, you have to find a way to take out stress off you because with the situation around you, it causes stress. That's the truth. With the situation around you alone, it causes stress. So please, I want to talk to you all. When you're having issues, try to talk to people that are more aware of things more than you so that they can be able to, lecture you more and talk to you more about what you have to do to bring down your angers and take off your stress. So I want to say we'll be looking forward for you people to maintain things that will be coming your way as time goes on. God bless you, sir.
All right, you.
Thank you, sir. The truth is that
30 seconds.
The truth is that you are the chief architect of your life, right? You decide to be happy even in the midst of that chaos, even in the midst of anger. Try to be happy, right? Try to make sure that the life you are living is actually, you are the owner of it. So no matter the place where the anger is coming from, take a deep breath. In the past, how have you been able to manage your own stress? Or your own stress, how have you been able to manage your anger? Is it by going out to watch football? Is it by going out to take a coffee like me? If that is what works for you, my brother, my sister, please don't hesitate to do so because your life is so precious to both human beings and God. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a wonderful day. It's been a wonderful discussion here. It's been so awesome. And I believe that you have gained one or two things. And I will end the show with these words. During periods of heightened stress and tension, when conflicts in your personal lives are amplified by events in the wider world, anxiety and anger may seem to be a new normal. So it is okay, like in the present situation we are, the present economic situation everywhere in the world, anxiety, stress, and anger seems to be the new normal. In time and period like this, when your temper flares, put on relaxation skills. Practice deep breathing exercises. Imagine a relaxation scene if you need to visit a place, or repeat some phrases. Get something you can be saying to yourself. It is well. Take it easy. It's going to be better. It's going to just be positive.
Yeah.
You might also want to listen to music, gospel music, good music, soul-lifting music. Or you can still write a journal about yourself, about your experiences, and just write something. It can help in managing and reducing stress. And do whatsoever whatsoever will make you relax. And I pray God will help you, and God will make everything easy for you. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you have learned something. You can drop your questions and suggestions and whatsoever. If prayer points, you can drop in the comment section. We'll respond to you and we'll be there to talk to you. If you want to talk to somebody, there's a phone number there on the screen. You can call, put a call through, or send a message. We'll be there to talk to you and pray with you also. Because depression is real, anxiety is real, stress is real.
Yeah.
So have a wonderful Christmas, we'll be here before that
Yes,
time.
we'll be here. Yeah, hopefully,
so enjoy the rest of the month, and I trust God, you will end this year in a very strong and exciting manner than you ever expected.
Amen.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.